This is Chapter 11, The Hidden Ally, from a story called The Immortals Society, written by Anonymous. The lake had become both a sanctuary and a cage. The morning smelled of pine and wet earth, but Jack could feel the Society's reach creeping closer every day. Every sound in the forest made him tense. A snapping branch, a distant owl, the rustle of leaves carried out on the wind. Charlie was becoming restless too. Even the calm of their refuge could not fully erase the tension of being hunted. Jack understood. Their life now depended on constant vigilance. It was late afternoon when a knock echoed from the side of the cave. Jack froze, listening. "Who's there?" A soft, tentative voice replied, "Please, don't shoot. I'm not here to hurt you." Charlie jumped behind him, but Jack motioned for her to stay calm. Slowly, he stepped forward. Emerging from the shadows was a man in his mid-40s, unassuming, with a worn coat and wary eyes. He carried nothing but a small backpack. "I've been sent," the man said quietly. "Or, I've come. Call it what you like. My name is Elias. I used to work for them, the Society." Jack's pulse quickened. "Used to?" "Yes," Elias said. "I don't work for them anymore. But I know things. Enough to help you survive, if you'll trust me." Charlie stepped out cautiously. "Why should we trust you?" Elias sighed. "Because if you don't, they'll find you anyway. And if you survive it without help, it will be because I taught you the ways to stay invisible. And that's the only thing between you and them." Jack glanced at Charlie, then back at Elias. The decision weighed heavily. Trusting him could save them, or it could lead them straight into the Society's hands. "Tell us what you know," Jack said finally. They moved deeper into the cave, away from prying eyes. Elias unrolled a map and laid it across a flat rock, his fingers tracing lines and symbols. "The Society has thousands of operatives worldwide," he said. "They're patient, methodical, and nearly impossible to outrun forever. But they rely on patterns, routines, and predictable behavior. That's where you can beat them, by thinking unpredictably." Charlie leaned in, fascinated. "So you know their roots?" "I know some," Elias admitted. "Safe houses, old surveillance networks, secret passages through cities you wouldn't imagine. Even the council itself leaves traces, subtle signals, codes, markers. You just have to know how to read them." Jack felt a surge of hope. Then we could stay ahead of them, even plan moves to throw them off entirely. Elias nodded. "Exactly, but it won't be easy. You're mortal. Every mistake could be fatal." Over the next week, Elias taught them how to erase traces, how to create false patterns, and how to move without leaving a trail. He taught them to read the Society's markers and symbols, to recognize them in cities, forests, and even online networks. Charlie was a quick learner, adapting rapidly to the lessons. Jack, trained for years inside the Society, absorbed Elias's strategies like a sponge, blending insider knowledge with his own instincts. At night, around the fire, they planned escape routes, safe zones, and contingencies. The forest around the lake became a living map of survival, each tree, stream, and hill a potential shield or trap. Elias warned them repeatedly. "They will come, and when they do, you won't have forever to think. You'll have moments, seconds, to make choices that decide whether you live or die." Jack clenched his fists. "We're ready. I won't let them take what I choose to protect." Charlie placed her hand on his shoulder. "Neither will I." One night, as the moon hung low over the lake, Elias revealed something more. "There are others," he said. "Mortals, defectors. They hid in networks like this, safe zones, caches, and hidden routes across the globe. They survive by staying off the radar." Jack's eyes widened. "Could we join them? Use their network?" "Yes," Elias said. "But the cost is trust. You have to trust strangers you've never met, and some won't forgive the Society so easily. They're dangerous in their own right." Charlie frowned. "Is that a risk worth taking?" Elias looked at them both. "If you stay here alone, you're visible. If you join the network, you have allies, and the chance to fight back on your own terms." Jack met Charlie's gaze. In her eyes, he saw the same fierce determination he felt. "We'll do it," he said. "We'll join them." Charlie nodded. Together. Always together. For the first time since leaving the society, Jack felt a flicker of hope. They were no longer only survivors. They could become architects of their own freedom. Elias smiled faintly. Good, but there's one more thing you need to know. Jack leaned forward. What? There's someone inside the society, Elias said, his voice dropping. Someone who wants change. Someone who doesn't agree with the way they hunt mortals like you. They've left messages, hidden paths, and coded warnings. If we can find them, you might have a chance to end this hunt for good. Charlie's eyes lit up. A hidden ally? Elias nodded. But be careful. Trust is fragile in this world, and betrayal is common. Jack clenched his fists. Then we'll be smarter, faster, stronger, and we'll protect each other, no matter what. Charlie leaned into him. We already do, and we always will. The fire crackled between them, casting shadows across the cave walls. Outside, the lake shimmered under the moonlight, a silent witness to their pact. For the first time in years, Jack believed that survival wasn't just about running. It was about fighting for life, love, and the chance to define their own destiny. That was Chapter 11, The Hidden Ally, from a story called The Immortals Society, written by Anonymous. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you again next time.